So here is the Hillsborough River Reservoir, which again, it's less of a massive and a single place lake. Well, I mean, all the river reservoirs still kind of resemble kind of a big river in central Florida, but it's less absolutely expansive than the Lake Rousseau on the Withlacoochee and the Rodman Reservoir on the Ocklawaha River. But you have a bunch of these invasive floating water hyacinth plants. They make a real pretty looking purple spiky flower though. The gulls are now talking a bunch. And because it's much more lake-like, you get more invasive weeds. They have to be sprayed. Though maybe they're all browned out because of the intense cold because they're tropical plants. Because it gets really cold at night right now. Usually they're all green. So they're going in kind of a hibernation mode, I think. If not completely dying off. Also have cattails. But yeah. Lots and lots of Tampa people don't even realize where their tap water comes from. The Hillsborough River Reservoir because of the dam. And yeah, the water treatment plant across the dam. It's over there. Pretty sure they add chlorine and generally clean out the water. A little bit of chlorine. You can still drink it. Not as probably not as healthy and fresh as bottled water, but you know, just use a water filter. It's perfectly fine. Yeah, occasionally you see some more birds here than just the gulls, but not the absolute best bird watching place. You can't really launch your kayak here, but pretty scenic. It's different, definitely different than the upper, more wild, pristine Hillsborough River, but still fairly scenic, lake-like river. Definitely see the impacts the dam has, but nature still always continues on. You can see though, pretty big. Yep. I'm at this site on this dock in a Rowlett Park. Access right above the dam, and then a short walk. Go experience below the dam. And it's pretty scenic on both sides. Of course, I prefer if, you know, there are no dams in existence, but you know, civilization, so much water demands, people don't want to dig wells. Not going to talk about sustainability, except maybe this is more sustainable than just using pure water. Now they're really moving a bunch, because 90% of Floridians use straight from the ground, pumping the groundwater. And at a certain extent that becomes unsustainable because the aquifer goes down, and especially during drought, you're more prone for sinkholes. Florida has certain geology, lots of caverns, and you can have collapse in the top collapses in upon itself sometimes. So that's one benefit of using a river reservoir, although you have hidden costs like spraying the weeds, flushing out the muck, etc., as well as I say in the next video, issues with less fresh water going to the lower river and less fresh water reaching the bay, which is a real concern during drought. It definitely affects the health of the Tampa Bay. But more river water for people because of the dam. Can't deny that. Yeah, not as many boats here as further upstream toward River Hills, probably because of less launches, and it's just as nice, if not nicer, up there. Maybe more trees in the middle. This is more very reminiscent of the Swanee River, several hundred feet across, although I'm sure much less flow. Although it holds a bunch of water, you don't have as much flow as the Swanee River. Swanee being one of the most pristine, free-flowing rivers in the state, if not the country. One of the last major rivers that don't have a dam. But despite Hillsborough River only being 50 miles and having a dam, it's still very nice though. Definitely a treasure for Tampa Bay area especially. Generally everything being overbuilt, and wilderness, wild rivers are pretty rare, but Hillsborough River definitely worth a visit, worth checking out, especially for Central Florida. Oh yeah.